and welcome to another episode of You,
Me,
and
the Flea.
So,
Here we are.
We are well into officially fall.
Fall's here, baby.
It is. I love it so much. As we talked about like all the time, I feel like, and every question, like little game that we play, we always talk about that. Fall, our favorite.
Falling for fall.
But I think like one of the best parts about it too is also getting cozy.
I'm like so excited. So
Right?
I feel like we've talked about this before, but I feel like when you have like a lazy day in the summer,
my gosh.
it's like impossible to walk
You
around
feel
with
crappy
like
about
all.
it.
It's not even. Yeah, one, it's bright as shit. I'm sorry, early to late in the day. I feel like for me to like have a complete rot day of like doing nothing, cooking nothing, ordering food, laying around, might not shower, might keep the same clothes on. I mean, realistically, let's all act like we don't do this. We're all doing it.
Yeah, of course.
Even when you put the blinds down, it's just like so bright. I'm like, I feel like I'm not productive today.
Of
like I feel
course.
useless, and it like makes me feel guilty in a way. And then I'm like, okay, maybe I should like do one productive thing. Where in the fall, like, I'm sorry, today, like rainy, waking up, it's like, okay, I don't
just, like,
feel
drag
pressure
a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know. In the summer, I feel like energy levels are just so much higher with the sun being out, and like, even if you don't want to do something and like your friends are all out, it's just like the FOMO is like so hard.
Yeah.
And it's just, oh my God, it's just you, because you want to be outside, you want to be doing something, like you want to be productive. Like all of those things are just like natural.
Yeah.
Or like, how could you not do something when there's like a festival down the street happening and there's
a concert
and like somebody's
and a show
going, someone
and
invited
this.
you to their lake house and like this and that and whatever and movies and this. I don't know. There's always just like kids sports, like whatever it is, like there's always so much to do. And then obviously like we take a little like slow down breather like when it gets colder, you know, you're more inclined to like stay in and like make a soup and watch a game or whatever.
Game
like and
nights,
you're just like like I'm not feeling it, you know, like you said, rain, forget it. Like
if it's raining, I'm in.
Yeah.
Snow, okay, but the rain, like the heavy rain, I don't want to walk from place to place, and that I really every time I take an umbrella out, I lose it. I leave it somewhere.
Same.
I'm like a wet
like
dog
drenched.
walking around. I'm like,
Yeah,
this
it just
is
doesn't feel
disgusting.
good. It doesn't feel good.
I'm good.
If
I'll
I
just
have to and I get
hang
like
at the
dropped
house.
off, like somewhere, I will 100%. But yeah, and I think like with that cozy vibe feel is definitely movies, and
binge watching
TVs,
season.
and yeah, for sure. So that kind of led me into today's app, which, you know, we always spill the tea here. And something that maybe a lot of people don't know about is flea markets in terms of like TV. So whether it's an actual show based on a flea market or, you know, something that kind of relates to a flea market, there's definitely a lot of options. And so I kind of wanted to compile a little list, if you will, for all your viewing pleasures coming up in this season of chill.
In this season of chill.
So, what are some of your favorite shows?
Okay, so everyone is on the Gilmore Girls vibe right now, and I feel like yeah. So my best friend Alex is pregnant, and she's about to have a little baby girl. Stassi is pregnant. She's about to have a boy. You know, so every
Stassi the celebrity.
Yeah. Everyone
so
I know on like Instagram,
Kourtney Kardashian,
all of them are like binge watching Gilmore Girls. I don't know if it's like a pregnancy thing, but I've been told by multiple people it's time to start. So I haven't started yet. Maybe I'll start watching that. Currently, I am watching The Real Housewives of Orange County.
Of course.
The Real Housewives of New York City. I mean, what else am I binging? I just heard Virgin River has another season. Yeah. What else are people watching?
Okay, I'm binging Suits right now. Okay. And I am loving it. Okay. It's so, I don't know. I obviously knew about it. We knew Meghan Markle was in it. We knew whatever, but it's like really got me hooked right now.
Really?
Oh my God.
Okay, so maybe
good.
I should.
It's definitely something to try.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I'm really into it. I think I've like blown through like a season and a half in like 2 days.
Oh.
No joke. So I really like that one right now. I love The Bear.
Oh,
so good.
Yep.
I don't know. And just like, some classics like Shameless is like one of my favorites. Like trying to think what else.
You know what I always do? And I don't know. I did this during COVID. And actually, Danny was doing it with me. We were watching all of Grey's Anatomy from season 1.
Oh, yeah.
I don't care. I don't know. I don't care that people judge me for this. It's like an easy watch.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm like watching episodes and like, I'm like, that happened in this episode.
Yeah.
Like there's parts that I like never saw before, but I did. So like another one I actually love binge watching, and like that's old as well, as Brothers and Sisters. Do you remember that show?
No,
it came on after Desperate Housewives.
Okay.
It was so good. 2 of the people from the show actually got married in real life.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I love that show. Kind of just like older stuff.
This Is Us is always one that'll be a good one for me.
I'm like, if I watch that, I'm sobbing.
Oh my God.
It's like I just have to prepare to have a mental breakdown.
So many strings, but I also love, for me, like, okay, like if I'm going back, like during COVID, I rewatched Dawson's Creek, Gossip Girl,
all of it.
Like those are my favorite.
Yep.
Sex and the City, I like watch on repeat. It's just like those classics that you can have on in the background and like be doing something and not like so like restricted having to pay attention, because I feel like a lot of those, like a lot of the ones like right now on like Netflix or whatever, like all those thriller ones, it's something like you're so glued to your seat, like you can't like get up and like do anything. Yeah. Where it's like all those other ones, like you can like, I don't know, meal prep or something like while it's on, So anyways, what about movies? Like, do you have like some go-tos that you're always...
My favorite movie is called It's Complicated.
Oh, I love that movie. It's a good one.
I have the biggest crush on Alec Baldwin. I don't know. I know.
Cute.
Bizarre.
Not bad.
So that movie came out when I still lived with my parents, or had just like moved out of my parents' house, and me and my mom like went to go see it, and I just thought it was like the best movie ever. Aww. I like fell in love with him in that movie. I can watch that over and over again.
It's a good one.
What else?
I like, my sister always makes fun of me because I'm so like nostalgic about like my favorites. Like I've watched the same movies hundreds of times, but like I can't stop. Like example, Mrs. Doubtfire, if it's on, I'm always watching
Love that one.
Like, let's see, like Miss Congeniality, how to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
Love
10
Actually.
Things I Hate About You.
Yes.
Yeah, like if those are on, it is like a non-negotiable. Like we're watching it again. Like I'm sorry. Like
okay, so you're gonna like this then.
Center Stage, Step Up, Save the Last Dance. Like I'm like all the dance movies, like everything. I am just like always watching that.
So like at night we like come in our room, watch something, no phones. It's like a rule. We're just kind of like, trying to like decompress from the day, whatever. Usually he has something to pick, or I like his attention span for movies is very low, so we're watching like the Dark Knight, Batman. I'm like, okay, I don't want to hear this at like 11 p.m. right now. I need like chiller.
Yeah.
So yesterday, literally yesterday,
What'd you make him watch?
I put on The Notebook, and he was like having a meltdown over it. He's like, we are not watching this right now. I'm like, no, we are.
We are.
And also you have me scratching your arm. You're going to be asleep here in 2 minutes, and I'm going to be left with this action movie. We're watching The Notebook. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's another one I could watch over and over again.
Seriously.
It's like those like... When we were like graduating high school, the rom-coms were so good.
So good. Anything
the
J-Lo,
shows were good. Yes. Made in Manhattan.
All of them.
Wedding
Matthew
Planner.
McConaughey. Give me it all.
Yep.
All the rom-coms. I just like cannot stop.
I'm the same.
Oh, so good. And so anyways, whatever. And plus like, it's just like one of those things where it's like, it's not even like the nostalgia feeling. Yeah. It's the feeling of like, man, like I can actually laugh really quick, or like, like Bridesmaids. I've watched it 100 times. I still laugh. Like same thing with like, I don't know, like The Hangout, like The Hangover, like whatever. Like, I don't know. Sometimes it's just nice, like after the most stressful day, to like put something that is comforting to you and like that I know the words to. Clueless is another one. Like I just like, I don't know, call me crazy, but like I just love them so much. Yeah. And it just like brings you back to like a time where like, I don't know. It was like things weren't as like annoying. And
I was just thinking, I'm laughing
yeah.
because I recently saw Zoolander.
Not on my.
And I was like, this movie is like, what is going on here?
Yeah.
There's just some older movies, though. You can tell they're older.
Oh, yeah.
It's crazy how different, like, the picture is now.
Oh, yeah.
Graphics, it's like, wow. Okay.
I mean, some of my top ones were, like, from the 80s, like Adventures in Babysitting or something. Like, you could tell, like, the graphics and stuff.
Yeah,
like,
so
or, like,
different.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off or something. Like, you can definitely tell they're, like, 80s. Oh, Dirty Dancing. Hello.
Oh, my gosh.
Anyways, we can go on forever, but let's...
You look like a Footloose girly.
Yeah, I mean...
I knew it.
Not as much. Like, no, like, if I was to pick Dirty Dancing or Footloose, I'd pick Dirty Dancing, but... Just dancing movies, man. Yeah. Like...
Step up.
Right here. My heart, you know?
I get it.
Save the Last Dance. Oh,
I mean, we could go on and
Center
on.
Stage, I watched, like, a couple nights ago.
Watch a movie with Kristina and I...
But also Shawshank Redemption, I think, is like one of my top favorite movies of all time. And
that's
like
a good
7 Pounds with Will Smith.
We literally I just talked about this movie yesterday.
Incredible.
Yep.
Incredible.
Okay.
Crash is another one that's so good with like all of the character. Have you seen it?
No, I'm just laughing.
It's so good. Okay, anyways, let's talk about Flea TV now.
Yeah.
Okay?
What shows involve the flea market?
Okay, so I'm gonna break down this list here. Some of them you might have heard of. Some of them like have been around for forever. Some of them aren't anymore. But again, like really cool find. I've watched all of these. Full disclosure. So the first one to chat about is Flea Market Flip. This is a very well known one. The host of this one is Laura Spencer, who is the host on Good Morning America. Right? Yeah, Good Morning America. So it's like really well done. Like she's good, you know. Yeah. And in essence, what the show is on everything. You can watch it on Hulu, Prime, because it's an HGTV show. So basically, what contestants do is they go to a flea market, and so let's say like you and I were on a team, and then we're going up against another team. So we have to go to the flea market, find like rare finds or like, you know, junky items that are like old or something that we need to refurbish and like repurpose. Okay. And then like we repurpose them, we refurbish them, we do that part. Okay. But and also you have to stay under a certain amount. So it's only like $100 that you can spend. Okay. And so then we go to this warehouse and we like fix it up and do all of that. And then you have to flip it. You have to actually, then you become the seller. So then you have a little booth with your 3 items, 3 projects, they call them. So then you have your projects and you have to sell your projects. Now, let's say, you know, we redid a bookcase. We find a bookcase, we redo a bookcase, we like make it look badass, like modernize it, make it look really cool. When you sell it, let's say you bought it for like $20 and you resell it for like $500. Okay. It's the person who makes the most money of their item too.
Is the winner.
Yes, exactly. Okay. So like you're competing on like who sells it the fastest, because sometimes people just want to get rid of it. So they're like, all right, yeah, we'll take $100. But then like other people are like, no, this is cool. Like this is worth, you know, $300, whatever. So that's Flea Market Flip. Really cool show. Really like fun to see like people's creative juices, and then also seeing them as like a seller afterwards, because especially like on a team, like let's say you and I were going, like sometimes like a person on the team might be like, no dude, we're not selling it for $400, we're selling it for $500, like, and then there's another person that's like, no, come on, let's just do it for $400. Like it's really cool to see like the banter or like people's minds moving. Like the one episode I just recently saw, they took like, these 2 gentlemen took like a basket, so like just a regular, like it was like a wire basket, like a fruit bowl in essence, and they took it and flipped it upside down, put like a light bulb in it, put like another one on top of it, like glued it, and made it look like this really cool industrial like ceiling light. Oh. So anyways, and they like sold it for, so they bought it for I think like, I don't know, $4 or $5, the baskets, and sold the light for like $150.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was just really cool. So that's a good one to watch if you've never seen. It's been on for 14 seasons. And it's still going. Next one is Flea Market Fanatics. This one was a little weird. It only lasted like a season, and it was like super low budget. It was like these 2 dudes. So in essence, me and you like starting a TV show. And what they would do is just interview people that were like loony at the Flea. So like
like so pumped to be there.
I am so pumped to be there, but like a little like funky, if you will. eccentric, if you will. So like this one lady, like she was wearing, no joke, a leopard t-shirt with a leopard scarf, and was like, yeah, I've been coming here for like my whole life, and like I don't buy anything new unless it's underwear. Like everything is secondhand. And she was obsessed with cheetah print. So like she every single day at the flea market looks for like cheetah print items. So I'm like, okay. Hey. So that, anyways, whatever. But
do your thing, girl.
It was based in Ohio. Very small budget. Again, it's like based on YouTube, and then there's like 6 or so episodes in the season, so not a big one. No. But anyways, another one that I really love is Storage Wars. Now, Storage Wars, good one. Yeah, has been around for forever. Yep. This one's really cool because although like obviously like you would think it has nothing to do with a flea, a lot of our vendors get their items from Storage Wars. Yep. So like this stuff really does happen. It's not just like on the TV show. No. Like, so I take it you've seen. Yes. Like 1 or 2. It's so interesting, right? Because, you know, I've had vendors tell me where like they will lift up, you know, the storage unit like a little bit. And so like maybe you can only see the bottom. And there's been sometimes where like, you know, you'll see like those like office style boxes. And so no one bids on it, right? Because they're like, no, who wants those or whatever. And like sometimes it's true. Like then, you know, they're betting on it. They pay like a couple $100 for the storage unit, and it's all like old paper documents. How crappy.
I'd be pissed.
You imagine? I'd be pissed.
Yo, can I get a refund?
But then there's been other times where like there might be like
gems.
Literally no joke. One of our vendors, I think, told me that like opened up the storage unit and it was like a whole woman's closet, like fur coats,
I'd fall
designer
over.
Bags.
I would fall over.
How do you let that go? How do you not pay your rent? And like, if that was your, I mean, unless you're like getting a divorce or something, I guess, but like what the flea is wrong with you to like leave that stuff behind? No.
You shouldn't have a designer bag in the first place then, okay? It's a lifelong commitment.
If I ever, like, that would be next to my bed, let alone like in a unit. But anyways, so they've hit like some really cool stuff. Or like, honestly, just people with like old furniture and stuff in there and refurbish it, whatever. So Storage Wars is a good one. I mean, I love that like the cast on there at this point is like characters. Like they even like nickname them like the beggar, the Top Gun or whatever. So it's a good one. It's on A&E. It's been on for 15 seasons. I think it's still going. So good one to watch. Another one is Junk Gypsies. This one I think might still be running, might not be, but similar concept of like a flip type of scenario. It's 2 sisters. They're known for their quote hippie flair and southern fried cowgirl bride look, whatever. They're southern sisters.
Southern sisters.
Oh, should we be southern?
Oh, my southern accent needs severe work. Southern sisters. Anyways, bring it back.
Essentially,
yeah, I get it. So they're like they're doing like the southern flair on like your gypsy bride.
Sure. I guess like basically what they do is they go to Fleas and they'll find like they more so look to like redo bigger projects. So like a lot of like I don't like they have a specific style. It's like that old school like kind of barn. Yeah, charmy kind of look, right? But it was really interesting. The episode that I saw recently was like, I don't know, they found like what is it called? Like sideboards.
Yeah, like baseboards.
Yeah, like old baseboards that had like really cool like crown molding on them, and they made it into like this like incredible like book like shelf like out of it or something. Yeah, it was really cool like what they did. So anyways,
I wish I had like the juices are flowing up there. Like, I mean, like you see like people who literally make stuff and I'm just like out of baseboards.
The flea market like flip episode that I saw, they literally took it was an old toolbox from like the 50s, but it was wooden. So but it was big back, like they were bigger back then. And the lady was like, oh yeah, we can make that into like a console. And I'm like, what? I had zero vision of like what she was talking about. They put it on this like really cool like rolling cart almost. Like it had like wheels and made it into this like mid-century modern kind of like look, like council table.
Oh.
I would never think that. And it was like super cool the way it like opened up and then closed, like so you could put stuff in. I don't know. It was just like really, I'm not that like capable. I can't. If I saw that, I would never be like,
oh, bookshelf.
That's what we're doing.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, you would.
They clearly have been doing it a long time.
Oh
my God. Can you imagine?
Oh, my Lanta.
I would love to see you with a hammer and a screwdriver. Do you even know which is which?
Yeah. I do.
Okay.
I know the basics.
Okay.
I know the basics.
Okay.
I'm creative, but not like that. Like I can't. Like I could think about some. I don't. Okay, again, basic things. Like I'm like, okay, maybe if we spray painted that, we can refurbish it. But like sanding and twisting and not for me.
Okay.
That's not my strong point. You know.
Why not buy it?
All right. Another one is called Salvage Dogs. This one lasted for 12 seasons from 2012 to 2020. Another kind of DIY one, but they were mostly doing things for their home. Or they were refurbishing like homes in essence. But everything that they would salvage usually came from the Flea. So that was cool.
Yeah.
Took place in Virginia. Another show is called Auction Kings. This one went from 2010 to 2013, so 4 seasons. They were buyers in Atlanta. This one was cool because, like, in essence, like, people had, like, really insane collections of things.
And then they bid on them, right?
Well,
they auction them off.
Kind of. They would, like, call these people, like, these professionals to, like, come and, like, look at the collections and then in essence like make them an offer.
Yeah.
But it was like really crazy stuff. Like
what?
The one, okay, like the one guy I saw, like he was like an auto guy and he had like an entire like graveyard, if you will, of like all of these old like medical like ambulances. But I'm talking like from like the 30s, 40s, like old
like
ones.
Drivable ones?
Yes.
Wow.
Like, and some of them look like, you know, the old Model T kind. And then there was other ones that were like boxes or whatever. Yeah. So it's just crazy crap that people collect. And
there's really, I'm learning, a lot of collectors out there.
There is.
I have nothing collected except for my designer bags. That's it.
I have a couple shot glasses from
that too.
Yeah. Other than that, I've never gotten into anything.
Me either. And I just feel like my style changes too much and like what I'm interested in changes too much. So like,
but I also can't.
Where are you going to put it all?
Thank you.
Where?
That's the other part. I'm like,
where? In the city?
Where am I
are you going to
supposed to do with this? Like my mom collects like magnets. Like, okay, like she like loves wherever we go, like to get a magnet for her fridge. And her fridge looks like, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's just colorful and like hodgepodgey.
I've seen the fridge. It's
and
not
that
bad.
is not the look I'm going for. I need Kim Kardashian like slate, nothing, minimal.
Yep.
Okay. And that's not the vibe, Mom, with your 100 magnets. Yep. But then it's also cool because it's like we're sitting there.
Story,
like, remember,
an experience, like, a memory.
Remember Tennessee?
Yeah.
So anyways. All right. Another one, American Pickers. American Pickers is also available on all streaming channels because it was like, it's from the History Channel.
Yep.
24 seasons. It's still going. It's 2010 to now. Same concept. This is like 2 dudes that travel around the country and try to find like unusual national treasures and artifacts. So they'll literally like go into people's homes and like, I think another thing I saw with this one, it was like somebody was like, hey, like my mom used to be like, I don't know, I'm making this up, like a war vet nurse, and she used to collect these things, and we have a whole attic of stuff.
Yeah.
And they will literally go in there and like pick through everything and like find like all these incredible gems. Same thing with like fleas. Like it'll be like families at like a flea and they'll like, you know, salvage like whatever these people had without, because they know the value of stuff and like other people just don't. So that's that one. It's still going strong on that one. Flea Market Mania. Flea Market Mania lasted 6 seasons. This is an older one. It was like 2001. And again, it just kind of follows collectible experts. Kind of like a antique roadshow, which is another one. But yeah, so just this guy would go around and like appraise things, but at a flea. So it wasn't like, you know, super pricey things that might. Speaking of, the next one is Antique Roadshow. Antique Roadshow was, God, I don't know if you had cable growing up.
I sure did. I sure did, baby. DirecTV.
Cute. We did not.
Oh,
so
sorry.
Antique Roadshow was on Antique Roadshow was on PBS, and it was always like on like late night. So it would be like one of those things where like, you know, if I would wake up like in the middle of the night, that was what was on. But this one's really cool because really truly like it is genuine folks like you and me sometimes that are like, hey, I picked this up, it looked really cool, like is it worth anything? And it's insane. Sometimes they're like, yeah, it's actually worth $1 million, or sometimes they're worth like a lot of stuff.
I would fall over.
Can you imagine?
I would literally be like, I think I'd cry.
Please?
Just melt to the ground and start crying.
I'll take cash. Thank you.
Yes. A check, direct deposit, whatever's convenient.
Can you please Venmo me?
Yeah, literally. Just Zelle me, would ya?
Okay, that show's still on. It's been going for 20.
I was going to say it's over 20 years.
Seasons.
Yep.
Last but not least is one of my favorites and one of my guilty pleasures, if you will. Hoarders. I can't. I am obsessed.
Hoarders is insanity.
It is. And the reason
I cannot believe that people like literally live that way.
Netflix has it now. And so like I've been binging it really hard like the past couple months. And I hate to say it because this one actually gives like Flea's like kind of a bad rap because these people really do have like really bad disorders and they're like, they can't stop and they're just going to the Flea and getting everything on the cheap and then just like accumulating.
Yeah.
But man, like it really motivates you to wipe down all your counters after, if you know what I mean. Does it not? I hate to say it, but I'm like,
start sanitizing.
I'm like, okay, I need to get to cracking after this.
No,
so,
for sure.
Anyway, so those are the 10 shows I have.
I love that. I love that because so many people don't even realize the flea market is like featured on TV.
Exactly. Of course. Or like, you know, I guess you don't really realize how many shows like base their success off of them too, you know? Like Flea Market Fib, it's fun. It's a cool show. Same thing with like all of these like antique ones that are like on the road and stuff. It's very cool to like see flea markets thrive that way. So yeah, I would say check them out if you have nothing to do this season and you need something, you know, in the background watch. Even.
Yes, for sure.
A lot, especially these that have been around for forever.
Yeah, so. They're on TV for 27 seasons for a reason. Yeah.
That's the Flea Tea on Flea TV.
Ooh.
Okay.
Can you say that again?
That's the Flea Tea on Flea TV.
Perfect.
I love it. And so I wanted to end this nice episode of ours with a little movie, this or that.
Okay.
All right, so let's hit it. Are you action or comedy?
Comedy.
Same. Classic films or modern?
Modern.
Same. Theater or streaming?
Streaming.
Me too.
Comfy in your own comfort of your home. There's definitely some movies you gotta see at the theater. I was gonna say like Top Gun. Like, come on, Barbie, you have to see it there. You're just going to the theater, 100%. But I like being home, making my own snacks. Yeah, cozied up, pizza, cozy, chilling vibes. Totally, blanket, yes, fireplace, 100%. Are we fantasy or horror? So like Avatar, you know what I mean? Fantasy, like, yeah, fantasy for sure. Romantic comedies or dramas? Ooh, that's a tough one. That's literally what I watch. So like both. Yeah, can I put the equal sign? Black or white or color? Black and white. Movies. Oh no, color. Yeah, color. Come on. Whoa. I wish we could go back to some of those so we can see like what some of those ladies were wearing in like the color. Marilyn. Yeah, it's so crazy to me. Like a lot of that stuff. All right, Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings, if you had to pick. I'm going Harry Potter. Same. Fast and the Furious or Mission Impossible? Fast and the Furious. How are they still making both of those series? I don't know, but like, I still watch them. You do? Fast and the Furious. Oh, I couldn't. I'm with Paul all Walker. These car people in my life. You know what I mean? Oh, that's true. But after Paul Walker, I know it was never the same. Like, so sad for me. All right, what about Tom Hanks or Leonardo DiCaprio? Leo. Hondo. I mean, Tom is so good though. He's like the dad of like movies. Retire. Gotta go. Just kidding. Rude. Meryl Streep or Cate Blanchett? Meryl.
Meryl's good, yeah. Okay, who's the better sidekick, Genie or Olaf?
Olaf.
I liked the Genie from Aladdin. I mean, he was like the
So
man,
good.
you know? He like had his
I
back.
know.
Snow White, Cinderella.
Cinderella.
I think I would go with that too. She's a hard worker, man.
For all
Talk
her
about
whole
a hardworking
family.
babe.
Yeah.
Jeez.
No recognition, gratitude.
No
We're sorry,
recognition.
we hear you.
God. Hulu or Netflix?
Ooh. Lately, I've been doing a lot of Hulu.
You have.
Yeah.
Me
and
too.
Peacock.
Like, I can't live without Love Island, and that's on Hulu. I don't know. I'm still going Netflix. I feel like they have a little
Overall,
upper hand.
yeah.
Yeah. HBO or Prime? HBO for me.
Yeah.
Like the max.
Same.
Friends or The Office?
Friends.
Really?
Yeah, I never got into The Office.
Yeah, I have to like pay attention, which is not like
why are people laughing and cracking up about this?
I forgot Friends is another one where you can like have roll in the background and it's like still good.
Easy listen.
Crime or nature documentaries?
Nature documentaries.
No.
If you
Really?
want to go look at all my TVs right now, I have The Planet, season 1 and 2, Blue Planet. Lately, my new thing at night, I'm dead. No, I'm not. I'll show you. I'm dead serious. Lately, my thing at night has been like watching like whales and dolphins and like sea turtles. And it's like calming music, the waves. I just lay there and I'm learning.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have just learned something really crazy about Rachel Sadowski. That is wild.
Big animal girl. National parks
Give me
I
the
watch.
crime. Give me the crime.
Well, see, here's the thing with crime. It's got to be bright daylight. I don't like watching it at night when it's dark. I can't be alone. I get like in my head, I'm like, this is going to happen to me.
I look over at the front door quite a bit when I'm watching them, but I like love it so much.
Yeah.
I just like to see people's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Okay.
Because everyone is.
Okay, late night talk shows or daytime talk shows? I'm going daytime.
Yeah.
Like those are the best.
Yeah.
Cooking competition or just regular like, you know, fight or flight competitions?
Cooking.
Really?
Yeah, I like to see what you can whip up with the food.
You don't mess with like Survivor?
Not
Those are
really.
fun.
It's okay.
Brad Pitt or Leo DiCaprio?
Brad Pitt. I don't know, actually. Can we do an
Leo.
equal sign?
No, I'm going Leo.
Okay.
He just has better flicks.
Better flicks for sure.
All right, we're back. Tom Hanks or Denzel?
Denzel Washington all day.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm going Tom. I don't know. I never got into Denzel's work, really.
You got a thing for Tom Hanks.
I don't. He's married to a Greek, you know.
Right up your alley, baby.
Angelina Jolie, Jen Aniston.
Jen Aniston.
Same.
Every day, every day.
All right. George Clooney or Matt Damon?
Clooney.
All day.
Clooney.
100%. Like,
yep.
He is still fine.
As hell.
Fine.
Talk about
and his lady?
Flea me up.
Flee me up. All right. Julia Roberts, Sandra Bullock.
Sandra.
Julia, come
Really?
on.
We have a lot of the same ones, but we're off on a few.
I know.
Not bad, though.
Yeah, not bad. But, I mean, Julia is just like a classic rom-com for me.
Pretty lady. Woman.
Pretty lady. Jennifer Lawrence, Anne Hathaway.
Jennifer Lawrence.
I'm going Anne there.
Anne is good, like, in the classics.
Yeah.
Princess Diaries.
Totally.
What else?
But Drugs and Other Things is like another one. Princess Diaries.
Prada.
The Devil Wears Prada. Enchanted. All of those, like, ones.
Yeah.
I like her.
I'm going to go Jay.
Okay. Oprah or Ellen? This is tough for me, honestly.
I don't know. That's really hard. I loved Ellen for a long time.
Man, Ellen got me rolling. Like, her show just made me so happy.
Yeah.
Like, my roommates would always be like, what is this? And I'm like, why are you recording Ellen every day? And I'm like, it's just so good to me. Like, I don't know. She
Walks
was like,
in dancing.
Yeah,
she's in
so fun.
Yeah.
But then Oprah is my girl. Like,
She
I feel like
can
I
get
was
down to
raised
the-
on Oprah.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm going to put like I like both of them.
I
can't.
Samuel Jackson or Morgan Freeman?
Who's finer?
I like Morgan Freeman's voice. Like, it's one of those where it's
calming.
Just like, he's probably on a lot of your nature documentaries.
He is. He sure is.
Welcome to the life of a parrot.
It's more like this. Today, we're going to be talking about the national forests and the top places in the country to travel to.
Gosh. Love that. All right, a couple more here. Kristen Stewart or J-Lo? J-Lo. I mean, yeah, her shows kill it. And last one, Emma Watson. I'm a Stone. I'm going Stone.
Stone.
Agree.
Yep.
Perfect. Well, that wraps up
another episode
on Flea TV.
I love it. As always, if you guys like this episode, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel.
Yes, please. And thanks for watching another episode of You,
Me,
and
the Flea.
See you next time.
Bye.